It's taken me 20 years to come to terms with my mother's death. Prince William reveals his regret that Princess Diana didn't get to meet Kate or her grandchildren as he poses for family photo shoot. Prince William has spoken candidly about his mother's death in his most honest interview ever as he stars in a heartwarming shoot at home with his family. Posing in their garden at home with their dog Lupo, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge and their children, George and Charlotte, make a picture-perfect family in the candid GQ magazine shoot. Prince William, who is the magazine's cover star, opens up about family life, how he wished his late mother could have met Kate and the children and how it's taken him 20 years to come to terms with her death. The royal father of two says his grief is different to other people's because everyone knows the story. He adds that he wishes Princess Diana, who was killed in a tragic car accident in 1997 when Prince William was 15, was around to watch his children grow up and says he will fight for them to have a normal life. William was interviewed by Tony Blair's former communications chief and author, Alastair Campbell, who had a breakdown in the mid-80s and suffers with depression. The candid chat comes after Prince Harry did a similar interview admitting he fell into total chaos following his mother's death. The royal, who was discussing his mother's tragic death in 1997 and the issue of mental health as part of the Heads Together campaign, revealed that he's in one of the best places he's been, but it's taken him 20 years to get there. It has taken me almost 20 years to get to that stage, he admitted. I still find it difficult now because at the time it was so raw. And also it is not like most people's grief, because everyone else knows about it, everyone knows the story, everyone knows her. I would like to have had her advice. I would love her to have met Catherine and to have seen the children grow up. It makes me sad that she won't, that they will never know her. Speaking about his close family unit, Prince William said, "I could not do my job without the stability of the family," says William in the poignant interview. "Stability at home is so important to me. I want to bring up my children in a happy, stable, secure world, and that is so important to both of us as parents. I want George to grow up in a real, living environment. I don't want him growing up behind palace walls, he has to be out there. I will fight for them to have a normal life." With a common cause to eradicate the taboo surrounding mental illness, interviewer Campbell is well known for his campaigning in this space. In a wide-ranging conversation, the Duke exemplifies his determination to get the nation talking more about emotions and feelings. Last month Prince William admitted he was emotional and needed a minute to calm myself down as he spoke about how grief over his mother's death sparked his desire to campaign on mental health issues. Speaking at the preview of a documentary on the issue, he admitted, "I have my own reasons for being involved in mental health, what happened to me and my mother when I was younger." In an impassioned off-the-cuff speech after the screening, he added, "I'm speechless actually. I'm quite emotional. So I am just going to take a minute to calm myself down." The prince, 34, who was 15 and staying with the Queen at Balmoral when his mother Princess Diana died in Paris, said, "The shock is the biggest thing, and I still feel it 20 years later about my mother. People think shock can't last that long, but it does. It's such an unbelievably big moment in your life and it never leaves you, you just learn to deal with it." The Duke of Cambridge was speaking the same day as he called for the end of the stiff upper lip culture, adding that for too long children have grown up feeling it was taboo or weak to talk about their emotions. It came after his brother, Harry, gave a candid interview about his own battles, admitting he had 2 years of total chaos, often felt on the verge of punching someone after failing to properly address his mother's death. Speaking during an interview that fired the issue to instant prominence, Prince Harry praised the support of his brother, William, for urging him to get help until he eventually saw a counselor. The father of two became the first royal to feature on the front of a gay magazine last year. His Royal Highness appeared as the cover star of Attitude, a lifestyle magazine for the LGBT community, as he spoke out against homophobic bullying. In an interview to go with the cover shoot, he hit out at bullies who target the gay community, saying, "No one should be bullied for their sexuality. The GQ shoot and interview comes after the family made an appearance at Kate's sister Pippa's wedding last Saturday. The Duchess of Cambridge was sure not to outshine her sister on Saturday, opting for a subtle peach ensemble for Pippa's nuptials to James Matthews. Kate, 35, could be seen taking on the attentive sister role and was helping Pippa with her wedding gown as they entered St. Mark's Chapel on Saturday. As well as her pale pink maxi dress from Alexander McQueen, Kate could be seen wearing an elegant fascinator from milliner Jane Taylor and £7,500 Kiki McDonough earrings as she and her father Michael Middleton accompanied Pippa into the church. Pippa stunned in a high-necked white bridal gown designed by Giles Deacon and a classic bridal veil as she prepared to say her nuptials to multi-millionaire fiancé James Matthews. In a bid to quieten the rabble, the mother of two could be seen hushing the youngsters, who included her two children, Princess Charlotte, 2, and Prince George, 3. At the Queen's garden party earlier in the week, the Duchess admitted that she was worried about how her children would behave at the wedding. However, the children appeared to be on their very best behavior on Saturday, with the Duchess looking proud as they walked down the aisle. While the royal cuties seemed good as gold, there was one pageboy who escaped Kate's attention, managing to flick a V sign before the camera on Saturday. But Maria Borrello, George and Charlotte's Spanish nanny, was seen arriving at the church in full uniform in order to keep an eye on the tots today. While not all of the children were on their best behavior, they couldn't help but look angelic dressed in adorable ensembles from Spanish clothing company Pippa & Co. For the little girls, Pippa had chosen cream-colored dresses with puffed sleeves and a blush-colored sash around the waist, complete with a floral crown. For the boys, the new Mrs. Matthews opted for golden pantaloons and a double-breasted cream shirt with a Peter Pan collar and white stockings. After saying their vows surrounded by their friends and family, the happy couple waved to the crowds as they drove in a Jaguar E-Type from the Englefield estate to the Middleton mansion for the evening reception in the Porta Palace they constructed in their garden.